of the great shopping cities of the world, one would suggest London, New York, Paris, yes, maybe even Marrakesh. But Lisbon? You see, it was Portugal that made some of the great discoveries across the globe, opening up new trade routes to Brazil, West Africa, and the Far East. And they brought back with them some of the most exotic of goods. And I'm hoping to find some of these treasures and a few other bargains along the way. Because, and this is the best bit, Lisbon is the cheapest city in Western Europe. I just hope I have enough room in my suitcase. If you're in Lisbon, you have to come to the Mercado de Ladra flea market. Here you can find anything from bottom-of-the-drawer tat to some real treasures. I just love the hustle and bustle of a market.
$10.
No, I don't want your watch.
10 euros now. You want? You want now?
No, thank you.
Oh.
That is brilliant.
Today it's a good price.
That's extremely expensive. What is it? Okay, so it's normally €375 and it's now €299.
Okay.
That's quite expensive. Maybe I just take you and you sing to me instead.
Нет. Company Newman.
I think I have a future in the military. Oh, look at these.
Theatres.
Oh, they're opera theatre glasses. Oh, they are fantastic. As well as all these second-hand objects, there are lots of artisans making beautiful handcrafted ceramics, jewellery here, all on site. And just off the main square, I find this unique jewellery workshop.
Across to the drawers if you want.
Is this
pieces in all of them?
Is this your stuff?
Well, these are mine, and most of them are from Portuguese designers.
Have you got any necklaces?
Yeah, the one standing behind you, I made it, so...
Oh, that is really... Can I try it on?
Sure.
Oh, look. You were in mine.
I made it with all my love. This was one of the pieces that I make, and then I'm very sad when they go.
So each piece is completely original, is it?
Completely original and unique, and that one is really...
This is one of your favourites?
Yeah.
Is it for sale? Can I buy it?
It is, sure.
Oh, wow, it's lovely. How much is it?
75.
75. I think I'm going to have to take it.
Okay.
It's quite nice to have a necklace that, A, is completely unique, and B, was made right here on the edge of this market. Happy memories. Another hidden gem in this market is this fantastic little antique shop. Places like this are full of beautiful European antiques and objets d'art. It's a real reminder of a time when Portugal was the envy of the rest of Europe. This is an 18th century jewellery box from Goa, India, which was, at the time, a Portuguese colony, so it's actually a Portuguese antique. And here, this is €3,000, and back in England, it would be double the price. It really is a beautiful piece. In the 15th century, the Portuguese discovered a new sea route to India in their search for spices, making Portugal into one of the greatest empires in the world. With the riches they brought home, they filled their cities with the most beautiful buildings. And they covered a lot of them with tiles. Tiles are everywhere in Lisbon. On houses, benches, cafes, and gardens. This is Quinta dos Azulejos, a pleasure garden built for the aristocracy in the mid-18th century, and it is exquisite. Bazaar Ceramics is one of the few places still keeping these traditions alive. Here, they hand-make each and every tile. It's a very time-consuming process. First, they mix the clay, shape it into rough blocks, and get it pressed to remove the excess water. The blocks are broken up and molded into square tiles. They are then ready to dry for a month before baking them in the kiln. The art of making tiles was brought over in the 8th century by the Moors. The Portuguese word azulejo, meaning tile, derives from the Arabic word azulecha, meaning small stone. So it's not surprising there is a thriving market in antique tiles. These are racks upon racks of 16th and 17th century tiles salvaged from old buildings. It's where you would come when you want to restore or create antique tiles. Teresa de Andrade is the resident tile expert. This is a panel that someone has brought to you that needs restoration.
Yes, this one is quite easy because one side is the same side, it's the same drawing on the other sides.
Oh, I see. So the pattern's symmetrical on each side.
Yes, so I can do this one from this one. I can do this one from this one. Only I miss here the bird.
So then where will you find the pattern that you need for this bird?
This is a panel that has been done from the 17th century on. We still do it, so the drawings are not very difficult to find. So this is a book from the 18th century panels, and there's one with birds. Oh, here.
Oh, I see. So you can replace this bird, the beginning of this bird, with the reference to that. And it's actually incredibly similar, that pattern, to this.
Yes, see, the pot is the same one.
And why are the colours so different?
This was wood-fired, and sometimes the heat was so big, the blue get bluer than others.
Oh, I see. So sometimes you can get all the tiles are made at exactly the same period. It's just because of the different heat of the wood-fired kilns.
Yes.
Some of the blues would be much brighter than the other blues.
Yes, because some were over there on the kiln, some were over there, and the heat was over here, so these would get bluer than the other ones.
And so what is this here?
Somebody orders us to do something like this, so we have the original drawing here.
A tile collector has brought this to you and said, can you recreate this piece, this museum
Absolutely.
piece?
That's what we do best.
Did they just bring you that tile, or
yes.
did they bring you more than that?
No, one is enough. For this pattern is enough, because it goes all around, so...
But you've been doing this so long now that you can see that, and you know the date of that tile, and you pretty much know where to find a reference to something like
Absolutely.
this. What was the real height of the Portuguese tile?
It was from the 1700s to the 1740s, the circle of the masters. The best painters in tiles are from that period.
And why was that a particular period? Was it because it was very affluent?
The monarchy was having money, and all the people wanted to show up. And all the good painters started painting in tiles because it was in fashion.
By the 19th century, tiles had spilled into the streets as the main way to protect buildings from rain and fire. And the best way to see them is on the tram. It is such a romantic way of trundling about through the tiny little streets. It's a little bit touristy, but actually there's a lot of locals on board, so they can tell you if you're going in the right direction. So I think I am. The great thing about shopping in Lisbon is that it has very defined areas depending on your taste. Avenida for chic boutiques, Bairro Alto for unique designs, and Chiado for more traditional shopping, which is where I'm heading. The Portuguese capital was once split into artisan sections with shops and workshops all selling the same sort of thing. The artisans have long gone, but tradition still holds strong in Portugal. This shop has been selling gloves since 1925. It is also the smallest shop I've ever been into. Hold on. Clearly only room for one customer at a time. Bom dia.
Bom dia.
Bom dia. Can I try some gloves?
Yes, of course.
Could I try the blue and could I try the pink and... Do you have anything in brown?
Yes, I have.
Oh, like those ones?
Yes.
Those are lovely.
Yes, I
and
have.
maybe, could I try some long ones as well?
Yes, of course.
Excellent, okay.
Excellent.
Oh, this is such an amazing shop.
You can start for these colors. You have the pink ones.
Oh, they smell lovely. I think I'm gonna have to try the long ones. I mean, very elegant. Let's give it a go. Oh, I see. So you stretch the fingers before you put the gloves on?
Yes, yes, because the leather is new, the glove is new.
What is this?
It's talcum powder. It helps to put the glove on perfectly. And in summer, I use a lot.
Yeah. Not just for me.
No, it's
Okay,
normal.
This is how gloves should be put on, the proper ritual.
Can wear like this and put the coat here.
Yeah.
And you can go to the top.
And you can wear this with a dress at night with jewelry over the top and rings and...
Yes.
I feel so soft. It's like wearing a second skin. It's just...
That's the idea.
This is very Audrey Hepburn. Love it. And how much are these?
100 euros.
100 euros?
Yes.
In London, these would cost 600 pounds. I mean, this is such a bargain. They're such good quality. I've got to get them. And while I'm at it, I think I've got to get about 2 other pairs.
Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you very much. Bye. Oh, well, what a triumph. On to the next thing. Heritage is very much part of the Portuguese way of life. But I'm visiting some designers who have gone for a modern twist on age-old traditions. There is part of Portugal that is full of imagination, and that is encapsulated in this store, with a particular emphasis on fairy tales. João Branco and Luis Sanchez got together 12 years ago to create storytellers. In their hands, fashion is about empowering people with their creations. Storytellers. What is the story behind storytellers?
The name and the concept started out after our love for stories. You know, popular tales, fairy tales.
And where do you get your stories from?
We get them from our culture, from our past. We build a story that we then break into chapters, and each collection is like a chapter of a story. Our latest collection, the Gold Star, it was a story that my great-grandmother told in the countryside to my grandmother. And that was part of the inspiration for the collection. The other part of the name, Tailors, is all about our love for structure and construction. And then we translate that into modern design.
Their unique creations range from exclusive haute couture to more everyday wear. They're very theatrical, they're very magical, they're extremely powerful.
Yes.
And are these all elements of the stories that you've interwoven into your clothes?
Definitely, and usually, you know, the characters are strong, and we hope that people feel kind of empowered when they are wearing them. Sometimes it's fun to play a character, or to you know, portray different sides of yourself.
Time to see who the real me is. Marie Antoinette? Maybe Laura Croft? Nah. A bit of old Hollywood glamour is more my style. All this dressing up is very exhausting, and it's definitely given me a bit of an appetite. The Portuguese love their pastries, and you are never that far away from a delicious patisserie. Pastel de Belém is one of the most popular. And look at this, the queue goes right down the street. I may be here for some time, but I think it'll be worth the wait. So I'm about to try one of the world-famous pastéis, and the story is that the pastéis originated, like most pastries in Portugal, from monasteries or convents, because they had an excess of egg yolks. They used the egg whites to starch their habits, and the egg yolks they made into pastries.
That's okay?
Oh, it looks delicious. Oh, it's incredible. Oh, no, good. Excuse me. What's the recipe?
It's secret.
It's secret?
Yeah. Only 5 persons in this place, the job, work here, knows the secrets of this cake.
Well, I think they should keep it a very guarded secret, because this
It's very good.
is seriously, seriously good. Heaven sent. Like its neighbour Spain, Portugal was under a dictatorship for nearly 50 years, until the mid-1970s. And this political situation really arrested the development of the country's art scene. But since then, some artists are pushing the boundaries and drawing inspiration from the modern and the traditional in the country. This is Joana Vasconcelos, one of Portugal's leading contemporary artists.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Joanna. I'm Flora.
Hi.
One of her most significant pieces, Independent Heart, is based on traditional Portuguese jewellery and made entirely out of plastic cutlery.
I was invited by this restaurant called 11, which is a luxurious restaurant here in Lisbon, and they asked me to do a piece about tradition, about restaurant, and about fado. The first thing I wanted to do is to show a luxurious object of the Portuguese culture, which is the jewelry piece, the heart. And then I said, okay, but I want to give it a contemporary twist. So I said, I'm going to do it with forks and knives because it's related to this very fancy restaurant where they have the silver, cutlery. And I said, okay, let's do it in plastic. And then I did the filigree out of the forks, and I bent one by one. There are more than 5,000 forks and knives.
Does this nod to Portuguese tradition, does it run through all your work, or is this unique to this?
The heart, if you don't know anything about the Portuguese tradition, you look at this and you feel the beauty, and you feel that something special is happening in this heart. And then you can learn about the Portuguese tradition. That's what I want, that people be curious about this and think, what's happening here? And then they want to know more about Portugal and about our culture.
Joanna is busy with upcoming exhibitions and commissions from all over the world, and her latest work is the most ambitious.
The cylinders make each iron to open and to close. So all of them are connected to one of these cylinders.
The technical complexity of her designs means that architects and engineers are key to turning her ideas into a reality.
I don't know why it's such a huge problem for you, the base, because for me it's quite simple. We do everything around the motor, and then we do the bases.
The problem is the space. Here we have 48 tubes, and
they can come out of the cylinder, like on the sides.
Sure they will.
Phew, what an exhausting day shopping. Time to check into my lovely hotel. I am staying in one of the most exclusive and luxurious hotels in the whole of Lisbon. It is a late 19th century palace mixed with 21st century comfort. The Pestana Palace Hotel was built for the Marquês de Valley-Flor. He made one of Portugal's largest fortunes exporting local produce from the island of Santo Tomé and Príncipe, one of the country's colonies. When he came back to Portugal, he employed the best architects and craftsmen in the whole of Europe to build his dream home and show off his immense wealth. I mean, just look at the detail and craftsmanship on this. The walls are covered in hand-woven tapestries. It's just stunning. This is the suite where Madonna stays when she plays in Lisbon. What a room! It feels like a French chateau. Well, the Marquis spent a lot of time in Paris, and so he probably was inspired there. And there, in the corner, is the signature of the man who painted all of this. And if that wasn't enough, the gardens are outrageously beautiful. And before I head back into town, time for a swim. I'm in Barrio Alto, Lisbon's trendy neighborhood, and here shops are open till midnight. This is Cork & Co, and all they sell is cork. Portugal is the world's biggest cork producer, and some designers have got so creative that they've brought it into the 21st century. This is absolutely beautiful. So is this a bag that you had designed yourself for the shop?
Yes, and it's something really different from the rest because It's made on cork.
And it's very durable? Does it last?
It's something that really lasts. It's washable, it's waterproof, it's light, it's Portuguese, it's natural, recyclable, so it has all qualities.
But what I can't get over most of all is the price. It is so cheap. I mean, this bag, to me, looks like a £500 bag.
Yes.
And it is
185. It's
185 euros.
Yes. Many people said your stuff is so beautiful and the prices are so low. And so it's really been a success.
You can't come to Lisbon and not enjoy some traditional Portuguese music. And that's exactly what I'm doing to end my day's adventure. The Portuguese have their own version of blues, and it's called fado. You find this in the small little fado houses, which are restaurants and bars tucked away off the beaten track. It is really worth looking out for these things. The best way to find them is ask a local. They're really hard to find, very incognito. I think this is one. I met up with Diogo Varela, whose love for fado has been passed down through generations. His great-aunt, Amália Rodrigues, is Portugal's most celebrated fado performer. Diogo, I know nothing about fado, and I want you to tell me what it is.
Fado means fate, destiny. It can be happy, it can be sad. I think maybe because of the way that we Portuguese are, it's more sad than happy.
But there's a great feeling of mourning, of longing, of yearning. I mean, when I hear the
that
fado...
has to do with us Portuguese.
I know, but it made me cry when I hear it. It's the most beautiful... I mean, it's so...
If you go to Spain, you have the flamenco, all happy, all cheer. We do the opposite. In Portugal, we like to mourn our feelings.
Are you born into it, or do you learn it?
Either you are a fado singer or you're not, you know? You don't go to a school. It's a tradition that it's passed through generations.
Well, Lisbon, you have proved me wrong. I may have had my doubts, but this is an amazing city. There's so much to do, there's so much to see, and fantastic shopping. This is a little city with an enormous heart and so much character. I'm definitely coming back. But now, more fado for me.
You can find more about the series on our website. Programs from pilot series are available on DVD. Or visit globetrekkerchannel.tv to find out where you can watch us online. Music from the series is available on CD. You can also order pilot books featuring information on festivals, events, and outdoor activities. To order pilot products, visit the website pilotguides.com.